Hello, everyone. I didn't charge my headset. That's foolish of me. Foolish. Hello, Adi. Welcome back. Hello. How goes it? Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. Realized the other day that my VR. I do. Oops. Shit. I need a new guard. Okay. 1 second. Actually, redraw. We'll do. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Confirm. Apple Vision? No, just Quest 3. Quest 3. Hello, Alice Brain. Welcome. My day is going well. Ugh. We're about to hop into VR and make some stuff. Virtual? Yeah. But yeah, we got the Quest 3. I wish I had the Vision. I wish I had the Vision Pro. That'd be cool. Apparently, they're coming out with just a Pro version sometime soon. It'll be interesting to see how expensive that is. It's like $1,000. I might get it. Just depends on how how easy it is to play games on there. It's getting a good fit. Good fit on my head. But how's your day going? How's your guys' day going? Must be late for you, Adi. Is it like 1 in the morning or something? Also, are you getting any I suppose you wouldn't, because if it's night, then you wouldn't. But apparently there's going to be a big solar storm this evening. It's kind of cool. All right. So, still quite laggy. But what we're going to do is bring in our files. I just had it open right there. Regular meters. No scalable. And dual-sided. All right, that should work. Run import. Don't hang out there. Still some pieces over here too from the other day. Okay, so these are some assets that I've made, and I want to use them in a palette. So first, let's figure out how to make a duplicatable palette. So I think what we'll start with is, actually I wanted this as well. Okay, so we can do, create a new object. We'll do an empty, and then we'll also create a it's just a box. And we'll open the inspector on that one so that I can take the box and put it in here. Okay. So we're going to call this the palette. That's how you spell palette. Hello, Ray. I thought you had more than just floating hands in Resonate. Oh, you do, yeah. Those are all avatars over there. But I like this one just because it's a little bit, when I'm working, sometimes the larger avatars literally get in the way. But what we're going to try to do right now is create a cloner. So we're going to make one more object here, which we'll call Flux. Bam. And for the box, I would like to reset the position. All right. That just makes me feel better. Okay. Now let's get our Flux tool out. Now, the palette doesn't have a grabbable option, but the box does. Right? Yes, grabbable. So what we would want to happen is when this object is removed or grabbed, we want to know about that. We want to know when it's grabbed. So on grabbable grab. Well, let's just pull it out for now. Here's one event. Put that right over here. We have to be specific about the grabbable though. See, that's the hard part. Let's go look at that other. Let's review this really quick. Release all grabbed. So blah, 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 blah. Grabber body node. There was another one for slots. Slot children events. I think this is what I want. Yes, perfect. So this is okay, but a little less flexible. But this is nice. On child removed. So we can tell it um, tell this object when a child is removed, we want to duplicate slot. Okay. Now here on child removed, duplicate. Okay. So should be able to just grab it. That's it. Damn, that's so easy. Ah, that's an issue though. I can just keep going. Okay, let's undo that really quick. Yeah, I don't think I can. So we want to duplicate it. First we duplicate, then we want to set the parent. Ooh, oh, interesting. Okay. So I can only do this once. So we duplicate it, boom. Then first we duplicate it. Hello! Hey, Namers. Hello, hello. We're making a palette for ourselves. Be right back. I'm gonna get some candy. I got some candy. Do they have these outside the US? Sugar babies? I have to close it because it's open about. They're pretty good. All right. Good evening. Hello, Jack. Welcome. I'm trying to recreate your little palette thing. So far, I can. Oops, duplicate. Huh, but they're not moving now. The set parent is breaking it, I think. Methinks. Oh, sugar babies, the candy. I'll leave this here, make a new node. Filio. I don't want to lose track of those. You're reparenting the original, not the copy. Also, if you reparent without a target, it will go to root. Okay, perfect. That's what I was hoping for. So then we'll want to parent the duplicate. But then I want to be grabbing the duplicate is the issue. Because I grab the original, and that's the issue. I need the exactly, yeah. I think that should be right here. No, because if I reparent the original, I don't want to be holding the original. I want to be holding the duplicate. So, oh, no need if you. I don't want to take away from your evening, but certainly it'll be faster if I have someone else show me how to do this. Oops. Okay. So. Ah, bug it just attacked me. Hmm. Okay. So, let me go ahead and invite you. I think I'm in a closed session, which I do want to change. Yes, it always closes it. Well, so it's definitely looking at the right child Rin. Release all grabbed. Check. He's probably still booting up. All right. So, when I grab, it becomes it's already removed from the hierarchy here. That's the main issue. It's already out of the hierarchy at this point. So I duplicate it. And then very close. This is almost it.
Hello.
Oh, where'd I turn? Which way? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hope your evening's going well.
Yes, it is so far. I have just been procrastinating and not doing anything, so it's good to at least get an excuse to do something.
I mean, sometimes you need that, to do nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff, like a lot of visiting family today. So I
That's
was a
good.
bit exhausted, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so grab instancing. There is a dedicated component for that.
Oh, well,
So
gotcha.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make a little example here to show you how it works. So first, this is a visual here. And I'm going to do something with it is I'm actually going to keep this visual how it is, and then I'm going to duplicate it. And one of them is going to be the template that I create, and the other one is just going to be a kind of fake visual, so we have something to see. So the template I'm going to
Gotcha.
disable here. And then on the actual torus itself, we can attach a component, which is called a grab instance, so
What was
transform
the
interaction
topmost category there?
transform. So it's
Transform. Okay.
transform interaction, which is like where almost everything is, and then grab instance, or at least all of the useful stuff.
Okay.
So the way that this works is you have a template, and this is new. You can even specify a container template, and it's going to automatically combine the two whenever you grab them. But in this case, the only thing we want is this one that I disabled, I'm going to call this template. And I'm just going to put this here as the template. And you can say activate root, which is basically going to say whenever you grab it, it's going to turn on
Gotcha.
the actual template. I think this should already work. No, okay. Then I think the issue now is. But why is this not working? Forgot something important, probably.
Maybe it did.
I think the visual can't have an active grabbable on it. Yeah, okay, so on the actual visual part, you don't want an active grabbable. So this basically kind of replaces the grabbable. This acts as a grabbable, it instantiates something.
Okay, okay.
So this is what you would usually do to make some kind of instancer. And especially if this stuff has like protoflux on it or whatever, usually the instancer is just only a mesh to like visualize, hey, this is something you can grab, but it has nothing else on it but just the mesh renderer.
Gotcha.
And like a collider, so you can actually grab it.
And I'm sorry, yeah. The grab insert just has to be on the root object. Could you put it on the visual as well? Or no, it'd have to be a child. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you could also combine this in one slot. I just made it like this, so it's easier to see.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I know where the order. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that because that's certainly a lot faster than what I was doing over here.
That's fine. Like this thing can do a bunch more stuff. Like you can also specify. You can say whenever I grab this, I want to override the persistent state, and then in this case, I want to say I want to make it non-persistent, which means that every time I grab a copy, this copy is now going to be flagged as non-persistent. As you can see there, it has the persistent slot tag disabled, which means this will not get saved when you save the world.
Gotcha.
So that's useful if you have, like, for example, like a party world, which is relevant because tomorrow we have party again.
Okay.
And there's like a bunch of glow sticks and stuff you can instantiate.
Gotcha. And then
this will just make it so they won't actually save with the world. They're like only temporary for that one session. So that's very easy to set up.
Oh, right.
Like there's a bunch of new functionality that came to this recently. You can also exclude individual parts of the thing that you are instantiating from being copied with it. So a bunch of this is relatively new functionality and flexibility that came when Fruxius was reworking the settings UI.
Gotcha.
Because when he was doing that, he was adding a new component, which is called a UI grab instancer, which is basically the same functionality as a grab instancer, but for UI elements.
Gotcha.
And those in particular, the idea there was because it's not working right now, because there's still a bug that prevents it from properly working. But if you go to the settings page in your dash, you can see that next to every little setting, there's like a little icon with like six little dots on the right. Like it kind of looks like a handle.
Yeah.
Once the the idea is once the bug is solved, you can just grab any of these and it's going to create a copy of that as a facet, which you can then put on your homepage of the dash, for example. So if you have a setting that you want to, that you are frequently custom changing, right? Because you're like whatever doing something very frequently, you can just grab that and put it on the homepage of your dash for like quick access.
Huh, that's super
And
cool.
in the future, there will also be ways to put facets not just on the dash, but also like anchor them to your hands and stuff. So for like, you can
Nice.
basically also add like little settings that you toggle, like seated mode, for example, you can just add it to your hand.
That's super
That's
cool.
something that you change a lot.
That's
And
definitely
yeah, and
something I would be using because, especially with D&D and stuff, that would be way faster. Oh, hey there, Snartum. Hey there, Namers. Oh,
yeah, this thing is pretty cool. So
that's super cool.
it has a bunch of new stuff to play around with as well.
Let me use that right now.
Nice.
And delete these. And delete this one. Oh. How the heck do you get Vice seams to work in Resonate? There's you can first, I think you can make your own system, but there is like an actual Vice seam
Yeah.
avatar
So
slot or like component.
if the avatar supports or like uses the like VR chat Vysim naming convention, it should trademark automatically be set up with Vysims when you import it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, okay. As long as it matches
Like
VR chats.
yeah, like
Okay.
by default it is pretty like it has a bunch of like heuristics there, but usually it picks it up pretty well.
Okay. Very cool.
And then on your avatar you will find a component called Vysim Manager. Which I'm not actually sure where it puts it. Probably not there. Does it put it on the head slot? No, that's where the eye manager goes. Maybe it's just on the centered root of the avatar. Body?
Oh, there you go.
Yep, that was the manager. So this is basically this is the blend shapes which are being driven, and they're being driven from the Vysim driver, which takes your voice source basically.
Gotcha.
Or rather, no, there's the Vysim analyzer. There we go. That's a funny component. So whenever I talk, you can see that the different
Yeah.
Vysim things get triggered.
Interesting.
You can also like if you figure out a good use for it, you can also drive any arbitrary information from this. So there was one world which I really liked for MMC this year, which is called Spellcaster, and they made a game where you can like you basically have like a magic wand, and you can cast different kinds of spells that you get as little like trading cards that you need to put on your like on a little deck in front of you,
Gotcha.
and you cast them by saying their name. So the names are just basically a combination of syllables, and then they try to like use the information from the Vysim analyzer to detect them.
That's super
And it
cool.
works surprisingly well.
Yeah.
I think they just need to put a little bit more work into making it actually generate because all of the card names are generated, and sometimes it
Gotcha.
generates like unpronounceable words.
Yeah. That's all S's.
But it works surprisingly well. I really liked it. I voted for it. It was a very cool idea.
Ray says that's a super smart otter. Lol.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to be helpful wherever I can. Also, I'm going to quickly add a handle to this interaction grabbable. So you can save this example of the grab instancer.
Gotcha.
And it needs a handle that is not the instancer itself, so it can actually be grabbed. So let's just add a assets procedural meshes. I don't know, let's just add a box. Make it small. Renderer. Move it somewhere more reasonable. Or maybe small. And then add a collider. Physics. Box collider, and just copy the size of this. There we go. Perfect.
So
yeah, and now you can grab this and you can save this to your inventory, and you have a little example for the grab instancer.
yeah. Question for you regarding scale and importing. Is it oh no, you can change on the import settings if the scale is affected. Never mind.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what you're importing. Like for avatars, I usually just hit the like default humanoid scale option, which usually
Gotcha.
works well enough. Or I just use GLB, which I'm trying to do more of, because then it's just like if you set Blender to meters, then it should just be meters, so you can just hit meters and import, and
That's
that
what
makes
I'm
it a lot
using.
easier.
I
Because
like the GLB a
FBX,
lot.
at least Blender's FBX importer always scales it like 100 times smaller, so the actual avatar internally is scaled 100 times up. And that
Yes.
just always confuses me, and I don't like having like different
Oh, same.
scalings on
Yeah,
my
it bugs the
piece.
heck out of me. It's like I don't want my scales off. It should be perfect.
But yeah, here you have a grab instance example.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this apart then, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna
So I mean,
use these. Put those in
so
my palette.
the important part is the grab instance basically replaces the grabbable on a visual. So you can just put it directly on the visual, and then you just have a copy of itself inside of the REST template that you then actually grab.
I'm
And
sorry.
as long as the
Sorry. Just you're talking about how the visual won't, or that's where you don't want to put it on the visual or the component.
I mean, you can if you want to. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. I just put it on a different slot in the examples because
Gotcha.
it's easier. So there's only a single component on there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you have a specific brick or like building piece that you want to start with, then we can just like set it up there, and I can talk you through it and see if
Okay.
there's any more questions.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start with these guys. So let's see. I think close this, close that, and close all this other stuff too. Just clean up my area a little bit. Fine. And then for this guy. Oh, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think that.
Yeah. So what I would probably do is like each of these is a separate object, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I would probably do is I would just duplicate the plane and then copy it into itself as the template. So we can just put the grab instance on each of these individually.
Gotcha.
So just create a duplicate of the plane.
Yeah, just make sure mesh render scales good and scales good. Okay.
And then just move it into itself, I guess. And we can turn it off so you only ever see one rendering at the same time, because I mean you don't see it right now. Just disable it.
Just looking for the Unity one.
Yeah, and then you just want to add a transform interaction grab instancer.
Fine.
And now you just want to drag the plane into the template, and you're done.
So
the actual template
I'm gonna
plane.
pull this out for a second, and I'm gonna rename this one to instancer. So be my template. I'm gonna make a few of these. All right, and then here. Generally, I would want it to activate. Generally, I'd want it to enable grabbable. I won't want it to be, yeah, that's all good. All right. Then I will deactivate this one, duplicate it. So I know that it's the instancer. Over time. Okay. So then on this
now
one,
you just need to hook up the reference to the template. And it should already work. Now I should be able to.
there's no, actually, sorry, I don't know if there's a grabbable on it.
So,
yeah, there's no grabbable on the
on the template. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you will need to manually add that. There, now that should work.
Okay, so
But yeah, there you
there.
go.
Very cool. I love that. Now for the uh, instancer, there's one other thing to change actually. Container template? What's a container template?
Yeah, so basically if you want to like if you for example have a like generic floor tile, I guess if you take your tiling system that every tile should just always be put on top of every time you instance it, what you could do is you could define that as a container. So
Gotcha.
like you just have one template of a container and then many of the actual wall segments, and every time you grab a wall segment it's going to automatically combine the wall with the container by placing it into it, and you would have a combination of the two as the end result.
Gotcha. And I will make a little.
You're copying the root slot, so you don't want that.
This one. Root.
And
Gonna
this
be
is
my.
probably a
What's that?
I'm just trying to think right now, like if the objects that you're importing are always going to be a single mesh per piece, so it's only like it's always going to be imported as a single like a single slot on like a kind of collection that you have right here. This is like probably a super easily automatable process. I would imagine you can just make a tool that you like hit an object with and it just turns it automatically into a grep instancer.
I think so.
That should
Yeah,
be
because
that should be pretty easily automatable.
that's definitely like the
And
next step. Is like because yeah, bringing in these pieces is kind of annoying each time. I've already done it like a few times. It's like I want to grabbable on all of them, but I want it. I don't want it to be parented under a random object that's
yeah,
grabbable.
so I mean, hmm,
One second, let me.
yeah.
So container template. So there we go. And so if I grab that, it should make it under there. No. I understand that correctly? So for the instancer, is it going to put the new plane that I make into this object here?
Well, so if you grab it, so this is an empty slot, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so basically how this should work, if it's working correctly, is... Oh, I can't grab this.
That's weird. I can grab it.
Huh? Interesting.
It's just this one that's grabbable right now. The one on the left.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab that, but it's not letting me. So is the container itself, does this have to be grabbable? I'm actually not sure because, so what should happen, like grab one of them because it seems to work for you, interestingly. So what should, oh, I can't even select this? What? Oh, now I can. Oh wait, am I just terribly desynced? Why would I be desynced in here? Yeah, so what happened is it basically created a copy of the container and it put your plane inside, but the container itself is not grabbable. So actually, this might be a good way to set this up.
Yeah, because
Um,
I just wanna be able to kind of what's the term? Just every time I start, just have it automatically at least be a little organized, so it's not filling up my base hierarchy with just junk.
yeah. I mean, what you can also do is if you disable on the grabbable, if you disable reparent on release and preserve user space, that would automatically always make it like whenever you let go of it, make it appear on the root slot of the world. Although that might not necessarily be organizational wise a lot better because that means it will always be on the root slot.
Now let's see if I take out another one.
Yeah, I think the main issue here is that it is putting them in a container. But you're not grabbing the container when you grab the object because the grabble is not on the container, it's on the plane. So what that makes me think is you probably, like, if you want to use a container object, you probably want to put the grabble on the container and not on the actual template.
Interesting. I
I
don't
think that should
quite want
work.
that. I think I'd rather have it just be. I don't think that's quite what I would like it to do, so I think I'll leave that out for now. Because I'd rather
Okay.
have. I guess I wouldn't mind it just filling up my. I don't want anything else in here, and I would rather they just get nested into an object or a childed to an object as I go. But
Um,
If we can't do that for now, that's fine. I think. Yeah,
So
I'm
you
not.
have a container template instance root. I think this is where it is going to put the copy that you create. I'm not 100% sure about that. So let's actually test that. I'm going to just create an empty object, like as our test target here, and I'm just going to put that as the container template root. So if you
It's
let
there
go of
now.
that, no.
Put
Oh,
it there, which is different
oh,
than. Or
it is different, yes.
destroy that really quick, and then.
So does that only work if you use the container?
I guess I wouldn't mind it just being contained in the palette. I guess my only issue is just that if I move the root, it's going to move all the objects. I wouldn't quite want that, so I don't want it to be kind of self-contained. But it's okay. When I remove that for now, I think.
That's interesting.
It should be fine.
Maybe that would only work if you. Wait, I want to try something. Okay. I want to try making a container, and I'm going to do what I wanted to do earlier. We're just moving the grabbable on the actual container, so not on the thing that you're instancing. Then setting this as the container, and then the target template as the empty object that I created. So will this now? Why can I not grab it?
Okay. That is strange that you can't grab it. That's.
Yeah, that should
Oh wait,
totally
maybe
work.
I don't have you on editor.
No, I have permissions.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be able to interact with any of these UIs if I wasn't.
That's what I thought, but check.
So there is a. So I think, it might be that for whatever reason, this has a different grab priority. So like the grab priority right now of this and the grabbable of the root is the same. So I could try just increasing the grab priority of the instancer to make it more important. No. Have to be negative? I'm so confused. Why can I not instance it? What am I doing wrong? I'm just grabbing it. How's it working for you?
That's really strange. Well, let me grab it right now, just see if it duplicates. Oh, no, I can't grab it anymore.
Oh, maybe we broke something by doing it. Well, now it doesn't have a grabbable on it anymore.
That's right.
So maybe that is now breaking it. But then again, if we put it in a container, how's this supposed to work? Because you need to have the grabbable on the object to be instantiated, but then it's put in a container, which then cannot be grabbed. I feel like I'm missing something here because it doesn't make much sense to me.
I mean, the object that's getting duplicated. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Inspector here.
I also don't understand why I can't instant. I mean, now it kind of makes sense. So maybe it was the grab priority earlier. Grab. So this need. So can I instantiate this now? No, I cannot.
I'm going to try and grab it. Can't. Oh no, I did.
Oh no,
I did
wait, you duplicated it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably an error from somewhere.
It just made it.
I think we're using it wrong.
For these two?
Oh no. Okay, I understand I misunderstood what this is supposed to mean. Okay. So we probably don't want that outside of the hierarchy because that doesn't make much sense. So I think what this means is that inside of the container, where is the template being put? So the container could be a more complex object, and you can specify where in there you want the thing that you actually instance to be put. Although this still does not let me instantiate it.
Sorry, stretch my nose.
This confuses me. I'm grabbing the entire thing. I'm grabbing this grabbable.
We can get rid of that. I don't mind getting rid of that. Grabbable.
Yes, but I'm super confused why I cannot grab it, but you can. And why am I grabbing this one and you are grabbing the actual instance? This has a higher, well, now it has a lower priority because I was messing with this, but now it has a higher priority, so it should prioritize the grab instancer. But it doesn't. I disable this, still can't grab it. Now it's just a normal grab instance. So it works for you, right? If you grab it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we found a bug, I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it's hard to. I don't think I could describe it.
There's only one object, right? In sensor template, okay. So this is just the same thing. Oh no, what? Oh, you created multiple copies of this and these all have the same mesh and are in the same position, so I'm probably just constantly grabbing a different one. Not sure why it's always making you grab the correct one. But there were multiple instances on top of each other. And now I can instance it. Okay.
Sorry, just keeping
So
you on
now
your
I wanna,
toes. But it's weird
no,
that.
that's fine.
Okay, so the
now
instancer
I
does
want
have a mesh.
to now I want to know if this needs a grabbable on the actual plane.
Get
So
rid of the mesh. Oops. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna remove the grabbable on the template. Oh, you removed the mesh.
Sorry, no, go for it. I remember why I have that set up like that now. Because it's the visual one. I don't want the collider. Or no, I do want the collider. I want the
no,
grab
you want the collider. You need to have that on there. But so I removed the grabbable from the thing, and now I want to try like from the instance, and now I want to try to put it in the container again. I'm just learning about how this works as well.
Yeah.
So and the container still has a grabbable. So does this work now? No. Interesting. So is this failing now because it's trying to enable one that doesn't exist? So if I say enable grabbable, no, don't. Nope, they're not working. So it needs a grabbable. So it needs a grabbable on here, otherwise the grab instance part is not working. And then, so this is necessary, otherwise it just doesn't work.
Which makes sense.
Now I can instantiate it. Yeah, but then on here, if you want it to stay together as one object, this needs a grabbable as well, but this will have to have a higher priority. So that every time you grab it, you actually grab the container and not the object contained within. This is feels a bit redundant. Oh no, I'm not even grabbing it now. Now it's ignoring the priority. Cool. Is lower priority higher? So if I set this to -1. No. I'm always grabbing the one.
Hello, Domidar. Hello, Domidor.
Yeah, it's not actually grabbing.
You could do that. I have a flat avatar where I just use geometry with a 2D face on a plane, for example, with other ways depending on your needs. 2D drawing biseams, would I just use plane scale to 0, just do blend shape biseams that way for Resonate? No, you could totally have it swap. You could make a little logic system too, based on the sound that's being, like the highest biseam, it will turn a image on or something like that. Should be pretty doable. Got a retro model with drawn-on features and biseams. So I'm assuming Resonate doesn't have a flipbook function like Poyomi for VRChat does. I have to look into if you can bring textures together. Like worst case scenario, you're doing like you have like 8 sprites, one for each biseam that you're just turning on and off. But I don't know if you can blend textures yet.
That would work. Okay, so this is kind of dumb. So the template of the instancer needs to have a grabbable.
Yeah.
But when it has a grabbable, then every time I grab it, I grab the grabbable and not the one on the container. So if I want the container to be like the root of the object that I instantiate, this needs to have a grabbable as well, so I can grab it. So I grab the entire thing, the entire hierarchy. But if this does not have a grabbable, it will not get instanced. So if I disable this grabbable and tell the instancer to not enable the grabbable, then it's doing what I want it to do. Which feels redundant because at that point I feel like it should just be possible to say this, it doesn't have a grabbable.
But are they getting parented? Are these just getting placed at the root of the
Yes.
scene?
Yeah, no, they're not. So what happens to these is they are properly getting parented into the container, so it works. Just a bit fiddly. So this might be a bug that or like a feature request that I might report later. So every time I grab the instancer, it now creates a copy of our like root shelter, which is a stupid name, but it's basically the container.
Okay.
And this is the thing that we instance. So what happens is it takes the template, it takes the container, duplicates both, and then it puts the instance into the container.
Gotcha. But it is not a way for it to.
That is the final object that you're grabbing.
Gotcha. But there's not a way for it to like put all of these into the same container as we're pulling them out.
No. The idea of this is the idea of this is that it is basically it allows you to easily combine objects together, which
Gotcha.
can be very powerful.
Absolutely, yeah. Make a little.
But this feels like a bit of an oversight.
Okay.
I might make a GitHub issue for that later.
I think I'll go ahead and do the rest of the walls in the meantime. In fact, let me go ahead and name this.
If you don't mind, I might actually try to make a tool that turns an object into an instancer.
Yeah, go for it.
Because that would be a good example for my template tool that I created. And I'm also going to spawn a red print, so there might be a small like spike. Or do you already have one here? No, I don't think. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, let's see.
Window. Yeah. So that one's good.
So this is gonna be my
this one. I'll deselect. And we'll just start with these. So that's the pillar. There, which will drop into here and change this name to, you guessed it, pillar. Which I should get used to copying and pasting because that would make this a lot easier. Can I?
Let's see. What I want is already functionality that's present in the grabbable setter.
All right, there we go. And then on this one, we go ahead and add grabbable. And I'm going to get rid of the root child for now. And the template is the pillar. So, wow. Oh, turned it off. Ah, that's right. Okay, I see. I did this wrong. I should have. Let's take the pillar back out. Delete this one and the rest of these. Actually, we'll delete that too. And then on this pillar, go ahead and duplicate take this one here, this guy. Paste, copy. Okay. Okay. This should not be grabbable. It should be a grab instancer that takes the pillar as a template. And let's double check it. Nice. All right. So I'm assuming I really could make a tool to just do this instantly. Especially if I have to do it 5 more times already, it's worth looking into just turning this into a tool. But I'm feeling lazy, so this would be floor.
Mhm.
Say floor. Oh. Yeah. And then duplicate it. This one goes in here. This one gets renamed. It's a grab instancer, which takes our floor tall. Cool. And again, so now I can just drag these out. Actually, this one's busted. Should be able to grab that one. So this one should be removed. And then I can deselect and why's that one being weird?
Wasn't there a new node for this actually?
Make sure this is cleared.
Wait.
Then
Interaction.
okay, so enable grabbable has to be on.
Yes, there was. Oh, but it needs to specify grab. Wait, what if I just give this a without a grab?
Isn't that one working? Because I didn't give it a grabbable. That would certainly do it. Ah, too many little pieces. Okay, and there we go. Cool. This is gonna go so fast. So we got that set up. I really don't need this template one. Ramp.
Okay, this could actually work. So let's see.
Duplicate on this one. It needs the instancer. And it needs also be renamed. Why did it get a pivot? What did I do? I don't want that. Goodbye, pivot. I think I put that. Bam. All right. And it instances this ramp, this, and the ramp is grabbable. Super cool. All right. This is just a wall. And it again. Drop this in here. This one's going to get the instancer and be renamed. This one's going to get the grabbable and it needs to be templated. Oh, and then also these should be turned. I think that's why it did that weird thing. I want to make sure our hidden one is off. Okay. Now, cool. Very good stuff. Jack Lee, oh, he's here. He's hanging out. He's doing some experiments.
I'm just quiet. Just rotating some arrows right now to make icons.
Make them spin.
No, I'm just flipping them. So I only had one arrow texture. I just pulled it from the Resonite press kit. But there was only one, so I just quickly made just imported it twice and rotated it, because you can actually rotate textures, which is pretty useful.
That's right.
By 90-degree increments, but that's what I need in this case.
I do want to look at the texture stuff in a little bit for nammers. This will be a door. Away. Throw away. Which we duplicate. Drop the duplicate in there. This one gets renamed. It gets an instancer. And this one gets the grabbable and gets turned off. Right. One last thing. Sign template. Boom.
And root.
Easy. And lastly is the floor. Duplicado. Give it the instancer. Give it the template. Give the floor grabbable. And now awesome. Okay. Good stuff. This is going to be a great template here. Nice VR headset. Thank you, Mr. Hack. Ooh, I'm gonna get some candy.
Mhm.
Get some candy. But hello, Mr. Hack. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Usage.
We're doing some resonite stuff. Kind of meat and candy. I do love caramel. Love me some caramel. Hello again. Hello to you. I dropped my controller. Chaos. Chaos Crew. That's my middle name. All right. So now, we can call this set 1. And we're going to rename this one to... I got one of those headsets. Well, heck yeah. Oh, hello, Sky. Welcome. Hello. We're working on... check it out. You might have seen this on the stream already, but look. Now we can do that. Very cool. Very cool stuff. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So if you want to see how it's put together, I can show you real quick. No, I need to tell you right now. How's Sky doing that? Sky? Oh, this here, moving things? So let's do a grab instancer that we just created. I thought I just heard some eating sound. But it's pretty easy. So we're going to have a set. We're going to make multiple sets that I'll be able to toggle through. And then when you want a piece, you just run up and you grab it and pull it out. And then we'll need to... Had to eat my mute helper. Funny.
Yeah, they are very tasty. You can save the avatar after you install it, by the way, even if it's the default avatar, and then if you favorite that, it's gonna have the mute helper installed the next time automatically. Because that actually does install into your avatar. I think it should work with the default head and hands avatar as well.
Dungeon set V1. All right. And then what I'd want to add to this is my snapper system, snapping system, which is going to be very basic for right now, but
not showing weird noises.
This one here. I don't know how to save it though. It's not too bad. It's just the same way you save any object. So you have to hop out of your avatar, I think, or no?
You should be able to just click Save Avatar in the inventory UI.
Oh yeah.
But
if you look at my stream, you can see it.
Let me quickly check if this actually works with the default head and hands avatar, because I'm not sure.
His head's gone. Sky, your head's gone.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, so that doesn't work. Good to know. Try clicking the avatar in your inventory and clicking equip. Does it bring your head back?
It's also a floating
Otherwise,
vibe
have
tracker.
to respawn you.
There's a little vibe tracker in your hierarchy as well.
Okay, I don't think your head is back.
Is that a VR game you can get? Absolutely. This is a free VR game called Resonite. This is a completely free game, and you can make your own stuff in it. You can sell stuff eventually. And if you'd like to join, you're welcome to. We're just chilling right now, making some stuff and learning.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
I always forget how to turn this.
But it's fine. I can actually just give you a selection of free avatars to use.
Yeah.
So I have so this is from the Heartlight avatar library, which is also a world that you can find in the world browser. And this has a collection of like
I
fully
guess I'd want
licensed to
to
be 3D
also be able
distributed
to
avatars.
grab
So if you find
parent
something in there
object
that
here.
appeals to you, then you can
So we're
like
gonna add a
immediately click on
grabbable
it once and it shows you a little preview,
to
and then
this
you can click
one,
spawn to like spawn the avatar.
and then create a
It
new
also does get
object.
updated, so I don't think I know all of the avatars in there right now, but they are all free to use.
Um, which we'll call
Yep. You just want to click
handle.
spawn, and it spawns the avatar. And if you want to wear the avatar, you can just click on the avatar. Now you don't want to save the entire thing, probably.
And we'll say order
You
offset
probably just want to equip the avatar.
-1. So it's always at the top.
I can give you the entire
Then
folder that has the avatar spawn, because that's always going to be
add
the latest
a
version. Yeah, you don't have to grab it. Just
there was
click
a
it,
shape or
and it should
something.
give you the option to equip. There you go, and then click that, and now you are in the avatar.
Point generators.
And I
Hey.
hope your hair is not in your face. It should probably be working. You will have to install the mute helper again. I mean, you already know how to do that, and then you can save the avatar, and it is gonna have the mute helper installed in that avatar, and that then you can save without losing your head.
Nice.
Hello.
Rihanna. No, Brithiana.
Yeah, so these are all kind of curated by Heartlight. Well, mostly by Nordwick. There you go.
Munch.
And now you should have the mute helper. And now you want to do the same thing you did earlier. Go into your inventory and click save avatar. And this time I hope it's going to keep your head. If not, that's a problem.
Quick question for you, Jack. Where was that procedural geometry category? We were like had a tool or
so assets and then procedural meshes.
Okay.
So it's under the assets subcategory.
Ooh.
Oh, amazing! You have a announcer on your avatar. I love it.
Yeah, I have to fix that. I have to make it local.
But yeah, so there very recently, actually, Aegis has also added all of the procedural meshes into the Resonite Essentials folder.
Okay.
So in your inventory, you can now go to 3D models, and then there's a bunch of like funny wires he made. But then there's also a subfolder procedural meshes, and that's just like all of the procedural meshes that you can also manually create, like but already set up with
Gotcha.
like the grabbable and renderers and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make a little handle for this guy. Again.
Hello.
Yeah, Sam, do you mind if I get builder permissions, please?
Oh yeah.
Not have access to that yet.
Session permissions.
You know, Lou, for a sec, I thought your avatar was. It looked like it was wearing a vault suit for a moment. Like the blue with the boots and everything made me think Fallout. Just a moment.
All right. So now we can make a handly. I want a tube. Yes. No, you know what? I'm just gonna add a 3D object. I could go through that, but I think I'm getting ahead. So.
I need to figure out how to make a grab insert at some point because I need it to swap magazines.
We were just through this example, and if the example instance are still around here, so this is like a minimal setup for it that we made. So this is just a simple grab instance that instances the Taurus, and you can take it apart to figure out how it works if you want. It is basically just a single component. It is very easy to set up. Oh, you have a cool inspector.
Thank you.
Oh well, it's very wide.
It's a holdover from Neos, but the thing I like about it most is the collapsible components.
Yeah.
It's become a necessity. I used to have it with the old Neos Blue Inspector had the collapsible components. And I got so used to it, I could never go back.
That's fair. I mean, we're probably gonna get that natively once we get the Inspector UI rework.
That's fine for now. Let's do the handle of that.
But I'm looking forward to that.
I think I can figure out how this works.
So let's see. In theory,
basically, Jack. My plan is I'm gonna have 2 weapons on my avatar, and I'm gonna set up a system where that, depending which one I hold, the grab instancer that'll be in the pouch on my leg will have the proper magazine, depending on.
So, Mr. Hack, the game is called Resonite, Resonite. Actually, I can just.
So let's see.
see.
I have an idea.
I need to get
for this.
like a desktop controller.
So okay, I don't think I can. Let's first do
Like
it just in
this.
a very naive way, and we probably want to simplify
Resonite.
that later.
So that's a whisper bubble. Sam,
Hey,
if you don't know how
He
that
knows.
Whack
I think he
Fall
tried- I think he tried
the
to
Daddy.
stream.
Thank you for the follow. Hello.
Chat.
Oh, my bad.
Welcome.
I didn't know you were streaming.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. No worries.
That's
Wait, like to someone in
And
Discord?
we'll copy
or-
that.
No, like on Twitch.
And
Twitch
and
YouTube, and I think Facebook or something.
boop, boop.
Fun.
Okay, I guess I could just actually get it and copy and paste it.
I had right now
Does
was
OVR Toolkit work with Resonite? It should, because that's
to
yeah, it
make
should work just
a,
fine.
Like basically
And then
instancer
paste.
for
Okay, there you go. Resonite.
like a
So there's
tool
the spelling for you.
that turns an object into
And-
an instancer.
Hopping back in.
Into an issue that prevents this from working properly, but so far I'm reasonably confident. There's some new stuff that is that I didn't actually use before, so
Alright.
let's see if that helps with it. So I'm gonna have two modes on this. I'm gonna either be
Stand up.
able to make the thing that I'm directly hitting grabbable, or to make the thing
Thanks.
at the
Absolutely.
root of the object grabbable.
And we'll make you guys stand up too.
I think if I didn't miss.
These are set up. Hey, let's go.
So
Very cool.
0 is hit and 1 is root. Okay, cool. So
The scale seems a little different.
Mode,
Might be a little bit small.
and then I want to.
All right. Hello, neighbors. Except for 3 that have some weird rotation.
So we have. I don't have a way to
Gotcha.
set
Oh.
it up.
We should be able to bake different rotation. Looks like it's exactly 45 degrees, so might be fixable. Let's see. If I go to this one and we say create pivot at center. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Never mind, I can't.
So can be grabbed. I could check. So if it can be grabbed.
Try to fix
hold
it,
on.
gotcha. Let's just reset this.
If it can be grabbed, I'm gonna need to.
Oh, I can't.
If it cannot be grabbed, I'm gonna need to put a
And this one,
template
also.
on it.
it's at 0 now. So we'd want once I grab rotation resets. Gotcha. I'm not quite sure there. Are you using the snapper? Yeah, looks like it. Oh shit, I fell. Desk is levitating again.
Well, not fully.
What we're
work,
about
but
here,
it's gonna work
levitating
in
desks.
some situations.
Yes, I think your sizing just a little bit off. I think you probably are just like one. Let's see. The inspector one more time. Doesn't show your the bounds. All right. But we do have measuring tool. But I'm assuming this is not 1.524 meters. Probably exactly half, it looks like to me.
So the first thing is I'm gonna
Maybe
have
because
a
of my happy size. That could be.
primary
So when you're
size.
importing a model, there is a scale setting on the import settings. You'll just want to make sure you click that. Or do you reset the scale on your character? Okay, perfect. So maybe all that needs to happen is just we go here. on our pivots, those are one. It looks like everything's been brought in at the right scale, though.
Ever so slightly heavy.
Ah, but the
There's
construction
problem.
box is scaled.
I'm not the host, so you don't have to
We
ask
have a
me.
reset scale button.
Oops, that was reset.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
this button resets it to 1.
I'm just dragging in
My
manually that.
flex ain't that heavy.
Okay, let's see what that looks like now. All right. Oops. There are colliders on these. Let me move this away a little bit. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay.
Sorry. You'll
No, you're fine.
just a sec.
We're gonna scooch this over. I can select the right thing. That's just that. So
Is
Okay.
that this thing?
yeah. You already have
So
two
basically
copies
150
here.
template wrap instance.
I think you'll want to double check your measurements still.
Attention, a user has
Actually, no.
joined.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Joined.
See, that's working.
Sorry.
Attention, a user has joined.
Oh, someone fell.
Still hear it.
You can still
All right.
hear it? Okay, so
Good
I
stuff.
need to make that
I'm going to
instanced.
close this now.
Look,
I'm just going to focus on my
a value
I assume you only have
my inspector here. I'll pin that.
I'll get
And
working.
Tool template.
And we'll pin this one. Okay. Then I'm going to turn apply. And I'm going to go over here because I would like to scale myself. That my graph.
Attention, a user has left.
Okay, so I can hear twice the thing. I can hear one bit of sound and another.
Because if I grab this,
Okay, that's the plan, but it should work.
that should be correct though. I should have been able to do that. So if we're looking at this, this is the handle right here with the box. I assumed that that would be enough for the whole thing to be grabbable. You're flying! Amazing. Oh, I can fly with you. There we go.
Jack, create a user inspector and see if it works.
Oh, there's a bug right now, I think, where sometimes it doesn't.
What's up, Sky? I'm attached to you.
Great.
Can't see me because I'm constantly behind you.
Do you need to user reference?
That's funny.
User overrides. I need to know who I
You need a PC, VR compatible PC. Correct. Do you need a PC to work? Yes. Controllers, no. Need to feed mine some power before I continue. It's power as well.
Can I grab this?
Alright, so for these, I kind of expected to be able to move this a little bit easier.
Add that to my systems folder.
We're going to scoot this over here for a moment. And we're going to take the box. I'm just going to delete it for now. Okay. So now we've got our little array of stuff. The only thing it's missing is on a lot of these, we do need some colliders so we could actually walk on them. Let's go ahead and replace the box collider on that one. Set from local bounds. Visualize. Okay, that one's good. Then the doorway. Active that. Yeah, I can't do it then because I don't have PC. Oh, I'm sorry. I did make an assumption there. My apologies. Well, hopefully at some point. I don't know if they're planning on making Resonite for other platforms, but that would be super cool. If they do, doorway. Actually, no. No collision should be static and character collide.
Basically the same.
Now I shouldn't be able to fly through it.
But it was never like, it was always like adjusted
But
test. So get object root. So this
static
is
mesh
now
on mesh.
first I'm gonna make
Mesh on mesh.
template.
That's the correct one. Sidedness, front. Hello, SMW. Hello. I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well. We're doing some experiments. We're trying to build D&D stuff in Resume. So we're kind of experimenting with that right now. I've got these things set up so that I can grab them. Okay. Just one of them. Be able to grab these other ones too. Interesting. Why did these not move with them? Oh, right there. Okay. Grab instancer. I can't select it because the mesh collider is set to no collision when it should be static. There we go. Okay. But now we can go ahead and start pulling up pieces. And we have this like palette. Super cool. Very excited by that. It's going to make this all very easy to do. But I just need to make sure they all have colliders first. And so they'll actually work. Mesh collider, static, character collider. It should stop.
Do you ever play Halo Reach?
No, unfortunately, I've not.
Maybe. Oh, it's done. It's disabled. Now it should stop. There we go. Okay.
That's fine. I mean,
Gotcha.
it's not Halo. I just
Being
haven't played it
foolish.
myself.
Being foolish. So now the wall. Place with box collider. Set from local bounds. Visualize. That's good. And we just want to say character collider. Static. Now I should be able to pull this out. And I shouldn't be able to go through it. Perfect. Yeah. Good stuff. And this one, floor tall, also same thing. Replace with box collider. Local bounds. Static. Actually, let me see. Just no collision, but character.
I didn't hear that. No.
You didn't.
Get active
Or
yourself.
gotcha.
Interesting. Okay.
Place.
It can be global, but only for me. Huh.
Okay. And I can still fly through that. Okay, so it does definitely does need to be set to static. Okay. Then pillar one. I would like to be a mesh collider. Be static and a character collider. But then this one can't select because this mesh collider trigger. There you go. Very cool. All right.
Sounds like it's Stellaris voiceover.
And then the window, mesh collider, static, character collider. All right. And this should also be static. But I should be able to fly through them right now. Okay. But then once I start pulling these out, then I should be able to run. Why is that? Look at that. This guy's kicking butt. Oh, they almost died though. Oh, they're flying over here. There is a fly option. Oh,
So
that's not fun. Gotta Alibaba it. Oh, almost died. Floor. Character. Okay.
So if true, then
So now, grab, and let's fly over here. Should run into it. Should run into it. Not. Set scale. Why is this? Okay, it's weird. Because I should be able to run into these. Right? Yeah.
You can hear that, I'm assuming.
No, not these. These ones. This one I should run into. And I do. Okay, that one's working. Gotcha. I have to remember, it's not, there's two. These are just representations. And this one, gotcha. Set to no collision. It needs to be static. Now, should hit it. When I grab it and duplicate it, this should. Yes, I can stand now. Yay! Collision! Good. Dan left it on mute. Cool place. Thank you. Thank you. I got a question. How many people asked for a purge masked avatar from you? A few. I would say maybe like 5 people. Not like an insane amount, but people definitely seem to like that one. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Now I can actually. Oh, I knocked myself off.
Unless I need 2 audio outputs. Duplicate audio output.
Turn down my notes.
Clear this.
There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to delete these. And what we'd like to do is just quickly make space. Well, I don't really need to. I know it works. I need to think of like a space I actually want to make. And I also want to integrate into this my files, my inventory, this guy, construction box, which I believe I just made. It's basically invisible. And that's Sky's construction box. Which I'd like to close, please. So don't take care, man. Same to you, Keysign. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good one. That definitely made it that time. And then I want this in here.
What you working on?
Hey. I'm getting my. I'm trying to make like a palette for myself to make dungeons really quick for like D&D and stuff like that. So
what? Basically like a D&D in VR?
Exactly correct. So
I've never actually played D&D, but that sounds kind of dope.
It's awesome, and I think VR is like, especially Resonite, is just absolutely the perfect fit when
And
it
you could
comes
have
to
like
this stuff.
actual like monsters in front of you.
Oh, exactly, and then you can edit the world when things happen and like break and stuff. But now, so
what you could do is you could try to figure out how to get the snapper tool that's in the Resonate Essentials folder to work with this.
This one,
quickly
I
snap them
actually
together.
do have a snap tool set
Oh, there.
up, but
The Resonate Essentials one?
the Flux, no, it's a custom one, but it only works with the first child, so that's the hard part.
This is the thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that one. It's very cool. But the nice part about D&D is just that things are all 5 feet by 5 feet, so we can kind of cheat a little bit and like just kind of
You
oops,
have to scale it down a lot.
is that the floor? Did I lose the floor? No, okay. Delete this one.
Also, here's I'm not strange playing
that's-
tabletop games. Look at
There we go.
look at this version of my avatar. If it loads.
Now I can snap. Okay, there we go. Oh, very cool.
Big has just loaded.
Nice. Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yes, hammer.
Very. Yeah, Hammer. The joke was always, you're referring to Warhammer. Why are you not playing Space Wolves?
I have never. No, Space Wolf. That's funny. Yeah, look, we can snap it. But this is the cool part about making it all 5 by 5 is that we can just actually integrate these things together. So Sky can make a set, I can make a set, and then they should just work.
I've heard that one. It just works.
Oh, I can't hear you.
I said I've heard that before. The whole just works thing.
Yeah, it should just work. At least the rotations work.
Yeah.
Snapping.
Todd said the same.
Yeah, so I'm not
But
quite
the joke
sure.
is that the
Oh,
joke with that is that there's a chapter of Space Marines called the Space Wolves, and the joke with it is that like half their names directly translate something wolf. So the
Yeah.
joke is like, bro, it's just a bunch of furries. Not to mention I have a condition, their specific chapter that they basically turn into like werewolves in cases. So
Fuck yeah.
with the Space Wolves great chapter.
Ooh, I almost fell. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I played a little bit of Warhammer, too much, so not really my.
Save your wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
Menus are expensive as shit.
Oh, I see. So your tiles here are you have your origin in the corner. These now? Okay.
I was gonna say, same. I was just something really cool I'm working on. If you have a second.
Yeah. Have I played Demio? Not yet. Not yet. I've seen it. But every time I would go to play it. Oh,
Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do. Okay.
how did I just do that? I was moving. By grabbing. Was I scaling? Let me see scaling. Ah.
When you have a second, I'll be over here.
Okay, okay, yeah. Let me get this. It's aligned here. Yes, I think things are aligning. They do work well. It's just there's something about the systems where they're not, the edges are not quite lined up, but this is how it works here. So your walls do actually just sit in the middle as well. So our walls would work together. But there's still a gap. So what I'm kind of curious about is where is this gap coming? But I guess it's not necessary. Word. So this wall has to be 5 feet as well. What am I missing about them lining up?
Much appreciated.
I just feel like they should line up. Very cool.
All of this first.
All right, let me go check out this.
So this is determining, do I need
Ew.
injecting
So I'm working on a
between?
heads-up display system for my avatar.
Very cool.
I'm going very Halo with this project. Here's sort of an example of what it looks like if you hold this.
Oh, interesting. Nice. Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna have
More
eye
to it, but-
tracking?
Yeah, I already have eye tracking,
Very
so
cool.
it'll work with that. So the important thing is I have a system that tells me when a person joins.
This is the thing that's
Here, you can have that.
supposed
Oh,
to
no,
be
yeah.
fixed.
I automatically try to clean up the world as I go. So you're like, I'm like, okay, totally.
My
But,
FPS is so low. I need a new computer.
yeah.
It says my
that's
FPS
what I
is
was-
30. I must be virtual desktop. It's definitely not 30 in my headset.
Should report relatively okay, but there's a bunch of stuff in this world already, like a bunch of editors and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the whole thing over here, but
So what I'm doing here is I've set up a series of voice lines from Halo that I'm gonna have correspond to if this loads.
certain events. Very cool.
Yeah. So if a user joins, let me really quick switch the override to be on so you can hear it. So if a user joins, you'll hear this.
New contacts.
Nice.
And then I've got like 4 different if a person leaves.
Adieu. Farewell. Goodbye. Farewell.
Super cool.
Adieu.
It's randomized, so
Yeah.
you'll hear a different one each time.
That's awesome.
Just for the sake of.
First, that's it.
And I've
Okay.
got it set to local, so only I can hear it by default.
Complete.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't bug a bunch of people.
Set.
And I've got a
Nice.
series of other voice lines as well. So like if the gun I'm holding runs out of ammo, it'll do.
Munition depleted.
And if I'm reloading,
Reloading.
Oh,
so
interesting.
it goes through a series of different sounds and not as well.
Mission depleted.
Very cool. That's awesome. That's
So
super
have
cool.
like using, if you know what dynamic variables are, have like a ammunition readout up in the top right here for whatever gun I'm holding.
Yeah.
So then
That's super cool.
I'm gonna use that fancy schmancy grab instancer that I was being shown earlier to create to hold my magazines. It's gonna have the magazines come in. Also, this is what I was trying to load earlier. This is this is what an AI from a specific AI from Halo looks like. That I
Gotcha.
have voices from. So I'm gonna have that whenever it's talking pop up in sort of like the top left corner.
I mean, I'm looking forward to doing some experiments of hooking up some like 11 labs and LLMs, local LLMs or something to actually
Yeah.
put some chatbots in here. It'd be super fun.
I like making replicas of things,
Heck yeah.
especially like I've been playing Halo since I was 6 years old. Like here's the HUD model for for the pistol.
Heck yeah. Good stuff. Good work. I'm excited to see when it comes together.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so,
gonna
Well,
mess around.
unfortunately, you won't be able to see a darn thing.
That's true.
It'll be in my helmet.
I want to mess around a little bit more with my dungeon stuff over here.
Yes, go.
So in theory that works.
Let's see.
Oh,
Very cool.
bad is this gonna mess up?
It's coming together, guys. Coming together.
Or just gonna be weird, but that
Let me
shouldn't
put
be
this
too
huge here. Was I?
What I'm gonna do before I get off is figure
Very
out
cool.
why
Yeah, we can make a little goblin
my
camp
code is being
soon.
weird.
So now the issue is
That'd be
just
super fun.
I'm grabbing the box still.
Look it into here.
The issue is
Try
I
again.
need to disable
Safety first. Whee! I'm gonna see if I can test my little setup over here.
So I
Tools.
set this on, and I give this a higher priority by default.
Now, I guess what is upsetting about my little thing here is that my construction box is not working quite how I want it. I would much rather have it
Not a grab block.
snap the children too, so sort of a weird phrase. But
But I
right
think
now,
we
I
can
have
refresh.
it slot children events. Gotcha. So it's only this first layer of children in here, so it's an immediate but I guess that's not bad. I'm okay with it. So then we can just go in and start making stuff. It'll be like, okay, snap that here. I do think that this I would probably want like just on my wrist or something. Is it hard to port a VR chat avatar into Resonate? It's not too bad to actually like just bring a model in. It's still going to be as involved as VR chat in order to create some of the more advanced features. But certainly when it comes to making avatars, it's pretty painless. It's different.
The problem comes when you have a package. That's where it gets difficult. However, there are mods that allow you to export it.
Goes on. Global
There are
first.
mods that allow you to what's it called? Oh, extract a Unity package.
I think you're on global, by the way. Global chat.
I didn't want to yell, so I just talked to you myself.
I'm not sure who you mean.
Gotcha.
I was being psychic. I was mentioning about how Unity packages are tricky when it comes to this game.
Snap on that. Oops. Actually, I want this one over a little bit more. Then. Okay. Keep trying to like move my hand. Oh, I know what I need to do. Obviously, I need to scale. Oh, too fast. Okay, but now it should be quite easy to work. This is how it would be working ideally. It's just grabbing little pieces, snapping them together. That. Stuff like this. Is that my controller there? Maybe we can skip it.
I think the grab priority is just broken.
Unequip. Yeah, I think Sky that this is going to be the general workflow is to scale up and then just grab. You have your little palette, so we'll need to turn yours into a palette as well, like this. But I think that this is going to be like a really nice and fast way to work.
I think the grab priority is just completely broken. It doesn't work.
Oh, can't read that text. So cool. Well, I mean, same to you, Sky. You're putting your stuff together, kicking butt, taking names. As big as a god. As big as a god. Oh god. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a video of this, what I'm doing right now, and put it on Reddit or some D&D forums or something like that, because I do think that this is already at a point where people are really going to like it. I probably should just clip this.
So in theory, this works kind of-ish. But it's unfortunately not working correctly because the grab priority doesn't seem to behave the way that it's supposed to behave. Bit unfortunate. But yeah, I think this
Very
should,
cool.
for your case already.
Man, that feels so fast. This is what I always wanted video games to be like.
Okay. Sam, I
Yeah.
want to try something. So, can you spawn a copy of, or like the object with the template things that you had imported earlier? Can you create a new copy of it? I want to see if this tool works.
Gotcha.
So just like the way it was earlier, where you had individual pieces, but there were like the individual pieces were not grabbable, only the root was.
I can pull out. I don't think I saved it, so I can pull out the new
You
file.
imported it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
So you
bring
can
in the
probably just
files from
re-import that.
scratch. Yeah. Let me scaling should be fine. 3D model, regular meters. Let's make sure that it's not scalable and turn on decided. Okay, that should work. Auto scales off. Okay, perfect. Run import. Oh, I think they're going to be directly above you in the sky.
It's okay. Probably okay. Oh, but they're
balls.
very big.
Balls. And there you go. Thing's still firing arrows. All right, cool. Guess it's a little off there. Cool. And then I'm going to reset my scale. And fucking walk around in this little environment I made. How cool is that? Oh, well, the ramps don't have gliders. Balls! So close, yet so far. So we'll have to adjust our template there, but now it should work. Okay. Cool. Kind of an odd little space here, but that's okay. All right, let's clean this up. Get rid of all these extra items, save this template, and then help Sky make a palette as well. Or show Sky the process. So let's go ahead in here. So it's all in the construction box here. Our instancers. I would like to basically just delete everything else, right?
No.
This is lagging everyone in the server right now. My bad. Okay. Sorry about that. Everyone's getting lagged out because I'm deleting stuff. All right, let's check this ramp one more time because this should be static character collider for the ramp. All right, and now open my inventory. Go to over here, SD assets, utility, or let's make another folder for environment. Then I can grab my dungeon set and save held. Okay. Then we can just because I have it saved. So here we go. All right, let's show this guy how to make this. Very cool.
No.
This guy's moving pretty quick with it, either way.
Doesn't have the parent is.
do you want to see how to make the grab palette, or are you good to go? Or let me just share it with you so you can have it yourself. So we go in here and go to my top object. If you would like this, just grab that and then save it to your inventory, like the other items. But that way, you can make your own version of this, and I'll kind of go over how it's set up. But it's actually pretty simple. So everything's in the construction box, just like you've been doing it. And then these instancers are the what instance things. So we have one for the floor, and this is the component that's important right here. Grab instancer. And so the one we have that we're looking at is basically doesn't have any collision. You can't actually touch it, but it does need a collider for me to be able to point at it. And then you just click it, drag it out, and see how it's the grab instancer pointed at the object, which is the floor, the disabled floor in here. Basically, there's two of them, but it's copying this one and bringing it out down here. But then, so yeah, if you just follow this format, then you'll be able to duplicate. If you want the grab instancer, it is in the, you can just drag it, but just to show you where it is, then transform interaction and in the grab. Transform interaction. But that'll give you just the ability to just pull them out, like rather than having to grab it exactly, yeah. And then you just have to make sure that they have a grabbable on there. Should be good to go. I mean, this will just be your template, right? It's really, you can ignore everything, but just look at one of these and pull it apart to see how it works. But it should give you a good insight if you want to add that for your own. And just let me know if you have any questions. Yeah. And I'm gonna. Okay. Now I would like to make. What would be nice is we can grab a palette. It would also nice to have a tool to do the same with. It's not. Well, I was kind of doing before. Yeah, it's fine. Duplicate.
Turns out making a tool that turns things into instances was not as trivial as I thought it would be.
The curse.
Ah.
Non-trivial issues. Like everyone else departed? Yeah. I need to be using these grids. Hey. Now shine works. Thank you for the subscription. Hello. Welcome. Super appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Right now we're just experimenting with getting some D&D stuff set up, and I think I'm just going to act like I'm
mess.
I think I'm just gonna act like I'm making a little YouTube video here and show people how, like, hey, watch me make a D&D map. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be.
But now we just have the same issue that it needs a grabbable.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna do a little recording really quick.
Yeah, I'll mute myself.
Yeah, no, you don't need to mute yourself. Just you're just on globals. You're fine.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
You're fine. No worries. Okay, so that's all right. So hello YouTube. Hello, my name's Sam. Let me show you Resonite. A little bit chaotic here, but we're going to make a D&D world. So I've saved this tool for myself right here, these assets. And this is going to be a little palette to make a dungeon really quick. So I'm going to scale myself up so I'm giant. And what we're able to do, I've made a little system for this that I'll be releasing, but we can just drag out panels to start building our world. So I'm just gonna make an example world, nothing too fancy right now. I think you'll get the picture pretty quick. So let me just turn on no clip actually, so not getting pushed around. But yeah, so there's a few different ways to pull these out. We have this little palette that I'm grabbing from, which is super cool. You could also use a tool to grab things, put them here, and then also duplicate directly, which is also very useful. Looks like a big Hershey's bar right now. But then, of course, you've got little ramps you can add. So let's say we're going to go up a floor, something like this, and then maybe up one more floor. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. But as you can see, it's very fun, very easy to use. I guess I'm turning around IRL too. Gee, Quarky, that's so cool. What the heck? Look at I think so. I'm definitely having a lot of fun putting this together. This is all custom made, all from scratch. Yeah, we make this throw together a little environment super fast. You know, something simple, something easy. Getting a little too close to my palette here, but and there we go. But it's super easy, super. It just reminds you of like actually making a physical little space, or like a tabletop, obviously. But there's even a cooler feature in here, show in just a moment. That comes with just being in VR, which is that everything is actually to scale. So when I'm placing these, you'll notice that everyone else is very tiny, and I'm just this little guy, or just this giant guy, not so little. Anyway, let's leave it. Make a big old box. I think in the future I'm gonna scale this down and like put it on my wrist so that I can just grab as I go. Marvelous. Oh, thank you, Namorous. Thank you. Let me stand over here a little bit. Is it easy to set full body tracking? It is built for full body tracking, or resonate, I believe. So it should be. I don't have full body tracking, so I have not set it up myself. Let's grab a few of these. Some pillars too. Do this, that. A little bit of this and that. Put some pillars in here. And then duplicate a few times. I actually should have done it that way. I can't tell. What's that? Yeah, you can just do. So gives you a lot of options, a lot of easy ways to build things quite quickly. Very satisfying. And then, of course, the best part, I can reset my scale, fly up, and turn on lock. Boom. And now I'm in the environment. Everything's 5 feet by 5 feet. And walk up here. Jump. And jump over here if I wanted to. Oh, I fell off that. Yeah, very cool stuff. I think this is just the beginning of how cool this is going to be. And it gives a very compelling use case for VR, I think. Anyway, bye YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. You can always catch me on my stream. I stream every weekday at Sam Dutter. Bye. All right, we're back to the stream now. I had to do my YouTuber impression. Wow, this is super cool. Things are coming together super fast. Which is just so exciting. And it'll be really cool to like be playing with people and you know, just Like you could hop out here, watch, get a nice overview, and just hop in and do something. Oh, so cool. Okay, I need to go to the restroom. um, I need to go to the restrooms, but in my brain I was like, I need to look for the bathroom in VR. That's not how things work. That's not how reality works. It's already 4:40. Holy crap. That went by so fast. All right, I'm gonna get some food. We'll do maybe another 30, 40 minutes and see where we are at the end of that. All right, bathroom. BRB. Should turn on pass-through mode to find the bathroom. Live streaming piss. All right, I'll be back. Hopping back in. Hopping back in. I hope me leaving doesn't kick people. That'd be really sad if I accidentally kicked people just from going to the bathroom or something. All right. Welcome back. Well, thank you, neighbors. It's good to be back. 8 pounds lighter. Damn. My box.
So I think my tool is half working and half broken, but I think
Yours are doing great too. I love the trap door. Smart. Get some traps in there. Yeah. You know, big dude, big poops. Very cool. Gotta shimmy along here. Oh God, I'm gonna fall. Yeah, I think everything's looking really good, Sky. I think it's just these gaps here that might need to be tweaked, but other than that, oh, you almost fell. There's a trap. I love it. I love it. That's exactly what I need. We're gonna have to. I think next week we're gonna have to plan a whole little dungeon crawl. Same. Here. Is this the trap? I'm in the crevice. I'm in the crevice. So gravel. Because my T corner is 45 rotation. I can't use it. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, okay, so you were going to use a snap corner. Gotcha. Okay, heck yeah. I think I'm still moving. Oh god. Gotcha. I see. So you just snap them. Whoa. You almost killed me. Let me put fly back on. Gotcha. No, that makes total sense. Okay. Yeah, I think this weekend. What's he doing? Basically, now. I think this weekend we'll try to get a little dungeon together. Maybe do some sketches, plan out some stuff, and then I'll do some weekend stuff. But I think at this point, for you and then anyone else that's listening right now, of making like modular sets of assets to sell, because I think people will see the immediate use case here. So I'm quite excited for that. Yeah, we'll do like maybe a village one, and then a cobblestone dungeon. I mean, sky's the limit. We can just straight up do whatever. If I'm doing outdoor one though, at some point. Might be busy on weekend, but at least I brought this S. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And no worries. Yeah, this is not a time commitment in any way. Just for fun. Just for fun. But you're kicking butt. Look at this. All this stuff. We'll have a little goblin. Make a little goblin camp soon. Very exciting. Very exciting. How would you share the snapping system? For the snapping system, it is shared already in a public folder. So if I go to my SD assets, inventory, my public assets, I have it here. Definitely will work on more modules. Good. I mean, it's exciting to just have something to immediately make it usable. Resonite's great.
So I made a system. It is not fully working. I have some bugs to report. And it's also, I don't trust it yet because there is a little bit of, there's some edge cases, but basically if I have objects, and right now I guess the caveat is they cannot be grabbable or the system doesn't work properly, so I'm going to make them all non-grabbable. But now in theory, if I click it with this tool, turn it into an instance.
Oh, gotcha. You just instantly make it a palette. Gotcha. Very
so
cool.
It's not perfect, but it's good enough to quickly whip something together. So the way that this
Balls!
works, it's also not. Also messes with the transform, so I really need to do this better. But what this is doing is it's automatically adding a grab instance as a parent.
Gotcha.
And then it's also injecting a specific grabbable, but that is disabled. That is for if the object is not already grabbable or doesn't have a grabbable on it. And in this case, because this actually has a grabbable on it already, there will actually basically be two grabbables now, and only one of them is going to be used. So it creates a bit of a mess in this case.
Interesting. That's
there
cool.
are some limitations. Like the issue is if the grabbable cannot be on or the grab instancer doesn't work because for whatever reason, even though the grab priority is set really high, it seems to completely ignore that. But I did some tests and it seems to just like always ignore the grab priority right now. So I think that's a bug. I'm pretty sure this should just work.
Gotcha.
So that's probably not on me. But we'll see.
I'll blame you either way. No, I'm just kidding.
Amazing. But
Hey,
yeah,
that's awesome. That'll make setting these up so much easier.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna publish this yet because again,
Okay. The bugs.
So basically, right now, only use this after you hit the object with the grabbable setter to make it non-grabbable.
Gotcha. So
Right.
only do it on non-grabbable.
Oh, interesting.
Well, that's perfect because when things are imported, they're non-grabbable except for the root.
Yes, that you will have to make the root non-grabbable though.
Oops, sorry. Went you right in the eyes.
Yeah, you can save it in the folder. Just be a bit careful with it because it doesn't have many safeties built in yet, so I'm not sure. I hope it's not going to mess anything up. So do some test runs with it first.
Well, thankfully,
it also leaves the origin at an awkward point. I need to this is just like a very rough proof of concept.
Gotcha. Well, as long as everything's already snapped to the right spot, should be fine.
Yeah, no, the origin is basically where you have the tool. I should really fix this. That really messes the origin up.
Gotcha. Yeah, because with this,
that should just be for the instance itself. The object itself is fine, but the instance is gonna have an awkward origin.
Gotcha.
Like I'm gonna improve this. I just need to report some bugs and also sleep.
Yeah, don't push yourself too hard. Well, I appreciate you making that because I definitely can see the immediate utility of it.
My hand just died.
No. Time to chop it off.
Yeah, that happens. Wait, I can. Wait, there, hand.
So
there we go. Better, fixed it.
Smart. Slightly morbid, but I like it. All right. Well, this is super freaking cool. I every time I come in here, I'm more and more excited. And I think we're gonna be doing some D&D playthroughs soon.
Gonna quickly clean the red print off and the avatar library. Although I mean, if you want now, I mean,
I'm totally okay with that because I kind of like how messy this is. It makes me happy to see all these things in here.
Alright, well, I can keep that thing in here, but you can clean it up later.
Perfect. Thank you, Jack.
I'm not sure if you've actually seen this. This is basically a library of curated, free to distribute avatars that I like to give to new users.
I do feel like I need a.
Yeah, the humans are all kind of very uncanny.
Yeah, character creator.
I mean, Joe is fine.
Oh yeah. Why be a human anyway?
But yes, so I can actually give you the folder where that is in. So that is very useful if you, because you seem to be helping a lot of other people get started.
Oh
And
yeah.
that is always a great starting point because all of these are curated and completely free to distribute and license accordingly.
Okay.
So you
okay.
can basically distribute these without worrying there. So in there's in that folder there's a bunch of stuff, but the first thing in like the only item directly in the folder is the avatar spawner.
Gotcha. All right here.
So if you have people from stream that jump in, then this would be a good way to give them a little free starting avatar.
Oh, it made my inventory legacy.
Oh, you opened the legacy inventory. So there is a weird shortcut. So I think you hold grip on both controllers and then you open the no.
I think it must have been something like that because that sounds right.
Oh, I can't hold grip on both controllers because one of them is dead. But I think you hold grip on both controllers and open the dash. Click the dash button. That opens your legacy inventory.
Gotcha.
But that's legacy.
And hands. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just the default one. Yeah, there's some anime stuff and some furry stuff. Obviously, anime and furry are like the most populated ones.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we're a while away from like
Yeah.
From getting across the uncanny valley, and I prefer stylized things anyway. So
yeah, but again, these are all safe to freely give out. They are. We make sure of that they are like curated by Nordwick, which is the leader of the Hardlight group, which I'm also a member of, and I think I also added a badge yesterday.
I think I see it.
Like there
yeah,
should be
yeah.
a little
The
3D
cube.
badge next
Yeah.
to my name.
See it on the top.
It's a,
it's
a cube. Oh yeah, I added a funny spin animation, and I got super sad that I couldn't do it to the default badge, so I built a very cursed code that just replaces the default badge with one that I made a more complex spin animation for.
Awesome.
But off topic. But yeah, so this is made, but the Heartlight group is basically the same group that also made, like, we all work together to make Cloudscape Harvest. So
Gotcha.
we
Okay.
just like the building group that I'm, I guess, now a part of because I joined this year.
Now you're
And yeah,
one of us.
and I guess because you are like kind of around at EU-ish time zones,
Yeah.
if you are up for dancing tomorrow, we are hosting a rave event tomorrow evening.
Okay, very cool. I'll definitely check it out.
Tomorrow, it starts tomorrow 4 hours ago. So that is 8 p.m. my time.
Gotcha. Okay, so that'll definitely be. I'll definitely be awake at that time.
I mean, if you want to, you can give it. Like, the world is going to be open. Hopefully, it's not going to be full. If it's full, just toss me a message, and then I can just quickly invite you anyway. Directly.
Gotcha. Just execute
But
someone.
that will be live streamed. It's a pretty cool. Like,
I feel like I need to make an avatar for it.
I mean, if you want to. I mean, you can probably very crudely just put the avatar creator on your little ogre there.
Yeah.
Just stomp the entire rave. Which is there. No, but that's a pretty cool thing. We do this once a month. It's called Z-Rave. And it's a pretty cool concept because we're not just on Resonite. We are also on VR Chat and also on Chillout VR.
Okay.
So we have a live event across 3 platforms, and we have camera operators on each platform, and then we have a live stream if the if all our tech stack works, which sometimes it doesn't, but it's supposed to have a live stream where it connects all of the different camera feeds from the different platforms all into one combined live stream, and so everyone
That's
can
awesome.
see each other on the other games.
That is super cool. I've been loving the trend of seeing like at furry conventions the mirrors between VR Chat or Resonite.
Yeah, that's a really cool one. I haven't seen that. I don't think there have been many Resonite mirrors. I think the Japanese community made something similar on like a kind of booth style event where they had a booth somewhere, but I can't remember exactly what that was. That was a while ago.
I want to see more of that. More of that.
Yeah, me as well. I just need to find the time to like organize it.
All right, y'all. I think it's it's 5 my time, so I'll be logging off. Hey, good to see you again. High five.
Yes.
And with your good
hand
hand.
that still works.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But catch you later. Thank you again
Have
for
a
your help.
fantastic evening.
Super
Maybe see you
appreciate it.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope so. All right.
Bye.
Bye, Jack. And Sky, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the assets. And I can't wait. I think I'll probably continue to tweak them, but we'll be kicking butt very soon. All right, but I'm going to log off for now. Definitely enjoy your day, Sky, and I'll catch you later. Have a good weekend. Bye. And I need to save the world before I forget, otherwise I will be sad. All right, time to lag. Save. Speedrun avatar. I've been thinking about some I do have a good template to speedrun things now. What's the name? What to look for? Rave event Jack mentioned. He said he'd send me a link, so I think if I get that, I'll send it to you. Just take a front and back full body image of yourself and use it at Resonite Abbey. Is that a group in VR chat? Hardlight, yes. Hardlight was the name of the group. All right, I'm exiting Resonite now, and everything should be saved. Good shit, y'all. What an exciting day. Resonite always gets me like super excited for what I'm doing. But it is 5 o'clock now, and I think this is a good point for me to go ahead and end the stream. But I think I'll be streaming this weekend. I don't have any big plans or family plans and stuff. So I should be around this weekend, and I think I'm gonna just keep pushing, making alpha hair. I think I'll get a haircut this weekend. Other than that, I'll still be around streaming because I want to make stuff. I didn't have as much time for Resonite this week with the commission, so I think I'll use my my whole weekend to make up for that. All right, but let me actually end the stream. Much love to all of you. Thank you all for hanging out with me, seeing what I'm up to. It's been super cool to see the world grow, the community grow. I just keep getting more and more excited about what's going on. But thank you all for hanging out. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing weekend. I should be around this weekend, so definitely hit that follow, hit that subscribe, all that self-promotion jazz. Have a good evening. You too, Wendy. And Sky, thank you for hanging out and joining. Now it's exciting stuff. See you next time. See you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your evening. See you very soon. Bye-bye.